know I've been on a little bit. I've been back and forth between sleeping and kind of twisted my ankle a little bit, sprained it a little bit, so I had to heal it up. So I had an ice on it, eating food and sleeping like all day. But yeah, we're going to. What are we talking about? Alien Earth. I haven't seen it yet. I watched Angry Joe's review. Now I'm watching Neurotica. Completely two different people, I'll tell you that right now. Like how they do their stuff and that. So when people review stuff, for some reason they always want to look at stuff from their own like personal perspective. If they really like something, like that genre, they'll really stick to it. It's just like me, like saying like if a new Shining Force game came out, I'd be playing it because I love Shining Force. I think Shining Force is a very good game. You know, even if it is the action one, live action one, stuff like that.
Damn, look out!
Like when Phantasy Star Online came out, I played the first one for a little bit, and then the second one came out, which I thought was pretty good, but unfortunately that kind of just like, that out. I liked it, but I'm like, eh. It just doesn't feel the same as playing just like Phantasy Star 4. I like the story of it, I like the technology base of it, the techno of it, it's just really good. It's like playing KillingFloor 3 and then switching over to KillingFloor 2 again. It's just, I guess with age, it becomes kind of a nuisance to play newer stuff unless it's like original based. It's like playing Borderlands, and Borderlands 4 becomes like a fucking like, they change the basics of like when they did 3 after 2, or like Wonderland. Tiny Tina's Wonderland was fucking terrible. It was like Tiny Tina wasn't that fairy tale like she was more scroungy, ghetto and shit. Don't worry about blowing people up and that. Not worry about fairy tale crap. They changed it over to where like they made her story into like a little fucking kid story, and then they just interject a whole bunch of woke shit in it, and, like people were pretending to be different genders and shit, or multiple genders at once, and that it was fucking retarded. And they just got the point, just like, yeah, the gameplay was good. The DLCs were not worth fucking playing. They were worth buying. They were $10 each. All they were was like a little kind of that arena battle thing you could run through multiple times to gather gear. They weren't actual full-on story mode like 2 was or 3 had. Like, you spend $10, you get like a whole new storytelling thing. It's just like with 2, you know, you could go to the islands and shit. They had a whole bunch of story with 2. 2 was amazing though. I think Borderlands 2 is probably the best. 3 was good. 1 was pretty good. I did like 1 a lot. What it says, like playing like Phantasy Star 4. I came out like what, 94? Good old fashioned run around killing thing RPG like Final Fantasy. I really enjoyed that shit a lot, and the techno music and shit. I kind of want to play it again.
Careful, guys.
But yeah, it seems like games are trying to be
Nice, huh?
so story ridden. You know, like I'm playing Nation of Mana, obviously. Vision of Mana is so story ridden. Like, there's a lot of battles in that, but my god, the dialogue keeps going on and on and on and on. Like, they'll have cutscene after cutscene showing off graphics and shit. It's like, it's not playing a video game if I have to fucking sit there and watch shit happen without me being able to, like, control it. Like, they'll have countless cutscenes, like the very beginning of Vision of Mana. I like the game a lot. The battle system's really good, and I like the leveling up system. It's like Trails of Mana. You can just sit there and pile level as much as you want. But like, holy crap! The very first like 10 minutes is like constant cutscenes. They're like, holy crap! It's a lot of cutscenes. And instead of just like doing the running dialogue, where they do it sometimes, but they have too many cutscenes. Like when you're like running through an area and then like the people talk and stuff, so you can keep on progressing, keep on fighting and that. They have literally just like a star pop up like 20 meters in front of you. You're running the star, cutscene. And then another star pop up like 15 meters in front of you. You're running there, another cutscene. And it'd be constant cutscenes. So just having them talk and running through, or say like they have to like talk with someone and have like a little cutscene with the talking that. They literally like force you to go through all these cutscenes. I'm always thinking to myself now, like, what's going on with gaming? It's the same thing with movies too. They want to like, people want to repeat shit over and over and over and over again. That's fine. I can understand that. But the biggest thing is you can't keep on repeating the same shit. People are not gonna fucking. The new generation of people are just gonna watch the old ones, which is still gonna make them money. Obviously, yeah, I can see that. They do the Alien Earth stuff. Angry Joe, I listened to his review, and I love listening to his review. He talks about in very good detail about certain things. But then you got the premise of these super like synthetic strong like women and that, and it's like they have like this little 120-pound woman that is strong as a fucking bodybuilder, some jacked motherfucking dude that can pick up 400 or 500 pounds above his head, and she's 120 pounds. Like, oh, she's super strong in that. It's like, yeah, she's a hybrid between like a cyborg based human, like, but stature and size, I guess, should matter a little bit, and how strong you are. Because like if you don't make the metal thick enough for the bones, they're gonna snap unless you have some magical fucking item that's like magical metal or some bullshit like that. It's like fucking stupid ass shit, dude. But no, like, so now I'm listening to Nerdronica's review, and he's basically just stating like they're just repeating the same fucking shit over and over and over again. You know, FX has got the license of that shit, of Aliens. Alien Earth is in between 1 and like the pre-sequel, or the fuck this is. There's so much bullshit out there. It's so stupid. 80s made all the coolest fucking movies. Everything was made first. And every single time, you get a whole bunch of fucking people in that have a thing. Instead of making new shit, they just copy the same shit over and over and over and over again. And that's fine, but like, you can only do so much, you know? It's just like, I think they should remake all the Shining Force series. Shining Force 1, Shining Force 2, Shining Force 3. They even remake Shining Force 2 and 3. Nah, it's true, because them games should be 100% fucking remade. Or not remade, but remastered. Just better graphics and shit. You know, and put more stuff into it. Like, they have the ROMs of them. that you could get armor and shit. That you can buy stuff in that because people like change how the game's played in that, which is great because it's fun. You get body armor now and shit like that. But like, the game's actually just fucking harder too. I don't know. It's this is all this crap that's happening. Everyone's keep them do the same shit. Like, KillingFloor 3 is supposed to be really good, but it's just boring. It's just maybe because they don't have unlimited mode. I guess that's what it is. That's what I'm used to playing. I'm used to keep on going and going and going and going and going until I fucking die. Maybe putting that in there would make it better than that. Endless mode. But the thing is about KillingFloor 2, KillingFloor 2 is just... They got so fun with the maps. Like, they weren't all technology-based maps and shit. Like, some of them, but like, you got this Santa Claus map and shit. You run around in Santa Claus snow and killing Santa Claus heads and shit. It's just, here's what it is. If you make a game... It's straight up. If you make a game, it's really fucking good. Just add more to it. Add more to it. Do not make a brand new one. I think KillingFloor 2 is better. Period. It's more fun. 3 should have never been made. They should have focused on this. The graphics are good enough. They should have focused on this. Because when you're making something, especially something that's been going on for, 2016 up to 2024, so you estimate that's been, 8 years? 8 years of gameplay, 8 years of playing KillingFloor 2. It's already embedded in our minds how it's played. It's goofy, it's fun, the guns are amazing because you already created all this crap, just create more. What do you think WoW did? EverQuest 2 did the same thing. EverQuest 2, they've been going on for 20 plus fucking years. And they just keep making more content. People keep playing it because they like the way it's played. I mean, yeah, whoever owns it now is kind of fucking crappy, but Daybreak sucks ass. WoW's still doing pretty good. It's like, just don't change the model of it too much. That's always the biggest case with a lot of people in that. When they do stuff in that, like, oh, the graphics, you can make graphics better than that. Like KillingFloor 1 to KillingFloor 2. I never played KillingFloor 1. It's basically almost the same, though. Now, the graphics are a hell of a lot better, because from 2008 or 6, when they were developing it, the graphics were just, bare minimum. This was made in 2016 when PlayStation 4 was out. The graphics are actually really top notch. But you don't need anything more than this. Look at this shit. It still looks fucking amazing. Like playing this and playing 3, it's not that much of a difference. I don't care about it being crisper. Oh, I can look at this, it won't, it looks like fucking wood. Oh wow, the wood looks slightly woody. Like, I don't need all that bullshit. I just want to fucking play a game and just have fun. That's what it is. And that's what I don't know about KillingFloor 3. Or even about anything that's coming out new. I don't care about those. Care about it. Like, I bought it because I want to support them. But like, they have to. You can't compare a game that you've been working on for 8 fucking years and make it this good to a game that's brand fucking new. I'm sorry. Like Destiny 2 tried to do the same damn thing. Destiny 1 was better than Destiny 2. What did Destiny 2 do? They reverted back to Destiny 1. Because they knew they fucked up. And everybody complained about it. You can't take something that works and you can't get rid of it and try to make something new that people are not going to be accustomed to Because your fan base is going to look at it from that perspective and be like, well, I'm not accustomed to that. This is fucking weird. Oh, the gore's better. What do you mean the gore's better? I can chop off heads just as good.
One of those moody
I mean, I'm not fucking looking at... People are looking at all this, like, gore shit in that. It's like, it's slightly better. You can shoot a head off in that. Okay. It does, the guns do feel better, but there are also things that fucking suck. You're trying to make it a horror game when it's just a fun game of killing things. What is it called? Killing Floor. You kill shit. You level up. You kill more shit. It's a pleasure to get on here and sit here and just fucking destroy shit. Make more monsters. Make more guns. Have more characters come in. You can't beat what you already made. You can't beat 2. 3 is going to end up dying. Unless they interject a shit ton of thing from 2. Like faster healing, the unlimited healing thing. Because constantly going back, the ammo packets have to sit there and like rush through, like the dodge is great. Yes, I do like the dodge mechanics. But the fucking healing is slow as dog shit. It's fucking way too slow compared to this one. This one is literally like a half, like a second and a half. I was counting it. It's about a second and a half. And the one on 3 is fucking like 3 seconds. Because look at they pull it out, they show it in their arm, and they pull the fucking trigger. They have to wait for it to go. Shh. This one's literally they pull it out, shoot themselves, and that's it. It's instant. They don't have to do the whole like sticking like an actual needle in them and that. They literally have an injector that just injects it instantly. Like. Get wrecked, bud. I mean, like, I don't mind if the shit's harder than that, but, like, you can't remake something. Now, what they could do is, they can inject KillingFloor 3 methods into 2, because they already got 2 done. They can put the main screen thing in there. That's cool. You could run around, you could do all the modifications to weapons and shit. They could already put this in there already. I mean, obviously, it'd be a lot of weapons to go through in that, but they don't need to do that. The upgradable weapon system is great. And there's not that much to change. All you do is go with damage. Everybody's going to go for pure damage. I don't go for faster speeds and shit like that. You know, I go for pure fucking damage. And as you level up your mods in 3, you get, you know, they reduce the reload speed or the firing rate. You know, you always get like fire rate gets reduced by so much that, and then you can pick it back up by leveling up. So it only gets reduced by a very small amount once you max it out. And like little things, like I would say, like the flush pounds, yeah, they're a pain in the ass in this one. The Husker is probably the worst on 3. The strikes are never that big of a fucking problem. They're annoying too, but if you do specific weapon types, like explosive bullets do the best on every character, especially with the engineer or the specialist. But here's what my outlook was on 3. This is what I was thinking when 3 was coming out. I was thinking KillingFloor 2 with mods. That's it. KillingFloor 2 with mods and maybe having different perks. You know what they should have done is? Exactly that. KillingFloor 2, better graphics. Of course you can have different stuff in that when, you know, start off differently than that. Just copy and paste it. Just better graphics. That's it. It would have been great. They're like, okay, you got all the same characters and that, you know, the more graphics and shit. You guys threw in all the characters, but then they changed it, and now we're still waiting for it. It's like, oh, watching the people talk about the beta, that they're all like, okay, well, this is not like 2. It's not even that. It's like an average shooter game with Zeds from 2. You know, like the dialogue's not bad. They do have a little bit of funny dialogue in that, which I like. It's like Borderlands 2 and 3. You can't compare. Borderlands 2 is fucking great. The dialogue was great. Everything was funny. You know, you had all the characters from the first one on there. You had Scooter in that 3. Scooter died. Dr. Zed died. Like, all these people are fucking dead. And, like, yeah, you can meet up with them. Like, you could do the, like, what was it called? The one guy went, on 2. Ted or whatever his name is. You can meet up with him in Zombieville and you can still talk to him and shit. But Dr. Zed dies on 3. Oh, you had to like do the comic thing to like look at the story in that. This ain't fucking Kingdom Hearts, motherfucker. Like, why is Dr. Zed even have to fucking die? He's a doctor. Why does Scooter have to die? I mean, well, he sacrificed himself for this and this. Stop making up stupid ass bullshit. Just stop. When you got really good characters in that, this ain't a motherfucking movie. It's a game. When you got great characters, they have to be in there or the game gets really fucking stupid. You're all like, where the fuck's Scooter at? Oh, yeah, Scooter dying and sacrificing himself in that. That's fucking stupid. Scooter's fucking cool as fuck. Why? Like, can you change Claptrap's voice because you guys are all a bunch of, I don't know, like, got issues with fucking dudes because dude was like, I don't know, had political standings were different, which I think that's stupid as fuck when people do that shit, but.
Wonder what's under his apron.
But yeah, I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself, and I'm like, dude, who gives a fucking shit? Oh my fucking goodness. It's like, stop fucking with shit. Make it better. Don't try to make it newer. No one likes new shit. That's why it's so hard for people to play stuff anymore, because it's just like, you know, most kids are growing up nowadays, they're like teenagers and that, they all play Fortnite. They all play free games online. They're not gonna buy anything because they don't have a fucking job to do it. Now, most of them play fucking, like, Nintendo shit. That's all I ever hear people talk about at work and that. They play a lot of Nintendo stuff. Like Marvel's Rival and shit. I'm like, that game's fucking stupid. Then superheroes are not even meant for you. You're too young. They're around during the fucking 80s and shit, in the 90s. Play something more newer. It's just like when that whole Harry Potter game came out, and I tried playing that, and I like Harry Potter, and I grew up with Harry Potter, and I grew up with it, so I was a young person going through that. But seeing someone that's like, oh, I never watched Harry Potter. You got Harry Potter 8 out now, and they're all old and wrinkly, and they all got drug abuse problems and shit. They look like crap. They look like shit. Like, the characters just don't look good. They look like they definitely have been doing lots of drugs and shit.
You're not dead enough.
But yeah, going back to 3 and that. So, like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. People should learn that from 2. Destiny 2. Destiny 1 was a fantastic fucking game. I played like over thousands of hours of that game when I was playing on Xbox and that. Destiny 2, I played a lot of when it first came out. That we literally were sitting there waiting for it to come out, and we were all pumped up. It was me and like 3 other people were playing. Well, count me as like 3 people. And like we were so pumped up and shit, like oh my god, this and that, and then we started playing more and more and more, and then it just got kind of boring. I was like, man, I remember the Vault of Glass and shit. We're playing that, and then they brought back the Vault of Glass. I'm like, okay, so you brought back the same fucking damn thing, and you start realizing it is the same thing. Like nothing's fucking changed. I'm like, okay, kind of cool, I guess, you know. They got the multi-tool that you can get pretty fucking early on in the game. Nothing was really hard to fucking get. That's the only thing I like about Borderlands 4. They talked about the legendaries. They were saying we made the legendaries more harder to get than 3 because 3 was just too easy. It was. You could play it on Mayhem 10 and just be a fucking the Merc girl, the Gunner girl, and just fucking get the best gear the whole entire game because everything leveled up with your special ability. And it's like, well, fuck, that just made it easy. I don't have to do anything. So you're saying I instantly can just go to like the first fucking boss? The first boss you fight is Gigamine? And I can sit there and just, you know, you have to beat the game first to get the Mayhem 10. So you beat the game first, and you go to the first boss. Once you get the Mayhem mode. You go to 10, you go into the robot suit, you start blasting the fuck out of it. You can get like the Hell Walker, and you get all these good guns in that. And but you can't kill them with the Mayhem 10 guns. I thought Mayhem mode was fucking great, but then I started learning the experience sucks ass. I'm like, yeah, the experience is too fucking low. Like, you can't even get 100% experience till Mayhem 5. And I'm like, boost up the experience more. You play on Mayhem 10, it's only 200%. It should be fucking 1,000%. I can't load up more shit. And that's what it was. Of course no one fucking liked it. Who's gonna like that shit? Ava was just a nuisance from the fucking start. Like, no one liked her. I need to do fucking laundry tomorrow. Well, that shit's really gonna be in the way, isn't it? Yeah, I probably should switch to this one. Now I'm trying to charge up my tablet. Yeah, my tablet takes like 3 hours to charge up because the battery's rather big, and tablet's big ass screen. I gotta lower down the fuck. Ooh, get that brightness. There we go. But yeah. I hope Borderlands 4 is going to be really, really good. I think it's going to be. I think they're going to do a really good job with it. 3, KillingFloor 3, I do like it. I do like the dashing. I like the little things that make the healing faster, make the healing unlimited. Go back to that. I don't like that whole... They're trying to make it scarier and shit like that. I'm like, dude, the game's not scary. Most people that play these games are all in their fucking like late 20s or early fucking 30s like me. Like, no one's gonna play this game and be like, oh my god. It's scary, guys! It's scary, you know? No one gives a fuck about that shit. I play this game because it's a guilty pleasure to fucking destroy shit. That's all it is. It's just a guilty pleasure. It's something to release stress. And then get mad because you can't win all the damn time. And then get really fucking pissed off and start throwing controllers at shit. Sounds like a good day. If I want to play something relaxing, I'll play a level up game. Except there's power level. Like Fantasy Star 4, just fucking smash that power level thing. Or play the newer versions of all the Final Fantasy. You can get like quadruple experience and money and shit. Which is fucking fun. Because then you can just level up super fucking high. It's still hard to level up though. It's still a fucking grind, I'll tell you that right now. And you get like double speed and shit. It is. Like, I was playing Final Fantasy 3, which was 6. Final Fantasy 6. Oh my god! Without the 4 times thing and the double speed, it would take you gargantuan amount of time to get the 99. I got the 99, it still took me fucking like multiple fucking hours hardcore grinding in a spot that literally was meant for the grind. And I'm just sitting there like grinding my ass off. And I was like sitting there to keep doing that with the speed on their net. I'm just like, jeez. Doing this in real time, and I get it, you know? Like, level up games, you gotta do, sometimes you just gotta sit there and just grind for a couple hours then, like spots that are new, and then you're like, okay, I know I can level up really good. So you want to get like 10 levels, and that's what you always do before the boss fight, normally. Or before boss fights, the enemies are around that area, normally pretty difficult to kill and shit, or not, because it depends how strong you are and what class. But yeah, this shit was crazy though. I was sitting there like, damn, I'm leveling up pretty good. I was in my 60s. I was in my like 60s and that, and I was leveling up to 99. But once I started getting into my like late 70s, early 80s and that, I'm like, oh my god, it's taking forever to level up. And my damage is like so high because everybody had like, my Sabin had maxed out strength 255 and that because they gave him Berserker or something like that. I gave him like 3 of strength and that. So I'm trying to do all these espers, try to get up my strength max up so everybody can deal damage. And since he attacks, I believe he attacks 4 times, or you get him to attack 4 times. Or I think he attacks twice because he has 2 things in that. And then like you get up Sabin that, or not Sabin, Cyan, because he does the quadruple cut. He can do 9,999 4 times. And the amount of defense you can get, life you can get, that try to keep up with bullshit and that. I sure like to jump in this one. Oh, that's what this is. But yeah, I was just sitting there like, damn, what up in that?
Someone's had a late night.
That'd be nice on Fantasy Star, man. I love Fantasy Star 4. That's probably, other than Shining Force 2, it's probably one of my favorite games. And Final Fantasy 2 and 3. I like 2 a little bit better though, but at the end, I maxed that out, came out too, but like... Like, you can't get that strong in that game. Like, your characters only take like 3,000 or 4,000 or something like that. Watch the healing. Second half. Super quick. He pulls out, he sticks it in, that's it. I think it's the second half or 2 seconds. Let me test it out. I think it is. He has to put his weapon away first. I'm getting hit by this guy. Let's test it out.
Watch out!
1, 2. Yeah. About 2 seconds. I do count a little fast. It'd be one Mississippi, two Mississippi. Yeah, it's about 2 seconds. The other one, I know it's more. The third one, I know it's a second or second and a half more. I think it's double the speed because it does take a little bit to do in that. It might be a second more, but still, when you're in battle with that, you gotta make sure shit's quick. I don't like that you can't have unlimited darts though. I just like the recharge method in this. It makes it so much better. Like it's like when you change a game too much, like here's what they should have done with 3. They should have kept all the mechanics of 2 and just add in mods. You can change the levels that make it more graphical and that. You can put all the characters they have in there and that. Don't change the healing purposes, the recharging things and that. Because they did all the stuff in that to try to make it more scarier, to make it more efficient. But I'm not, like I said before, I'm not playing this motherfucking game to be scared. Yes, it is freaky to get chased by a boss and that. But fuck, I wreck bosses in 3. All I do is get the big old bazooka cannon, and I wreck fucking bosses. I do it every single damn time. It just does gargantuan amount of damage. And most of those bosses have weakness against force and fire, so I end up doing really good anyway.
Someone kill that pirate! Pyrotechnics. Twitch, ass face. Just gotta make sure.
And that's what it is. Like, I wreck bosses in games with my fire bat. Like, all the bosses die. Like, flesh pounds get obliterated with that too, because it's a force weapon. So if I play with that and engineer, you just kill everything. And engineer destroys everything with explosive guns. Off my ass, motherfucker. Oh my god. Okay, go. That works. Run. Ammo.
You know that flesh pound on steroids.
Same thing that one thing that sucks about this. Hopefully this gun holds enough ammo. Come around, get some. I love this gun a lot though. It's fun. Doesn't pierce like I want it to, but see, that's what I like about it. I can pick up ammo. I don't have to go up to a kit and hold down square for like a brief moment and get my ass fucking kicked. Because the bosses on 3 are constantly up your ass. Like, they do this teleporting slime shit. They can teleport and crap. But they try to give you a dash or a dodge, so you can be able to dodge or attacks, but it never fucking works because you don't. Attacks are too big, and you just get hit anyway. That's one of the things they talked about. It's like, oh, well, we don't like on 2 that you get hit a lot, and that now we give you a dodge and you won't get hit as much. Motherfucker, oh, I always get hit. Yeah, I can dodge a couple of things, yeah. It's fun to do. I can't dodge flesh pounds that much. I mean, it might help out a little bit, you know, if I know something coming, but it's like all mayhem and shit. So it's like playing Doom Eternal compared to Doom, the new Doom. Dark Ages. Dark Ages is literally just you running around blowing everything up. That's it.
Get one of those moody flesh powers. Oh shit! Oh, suck it!
That's literally what Doom Dark Ages is. You are overly fucking powerful by way too much. Doom Eternal in that, they say that you're overpowerful in that, but you're not. You actually get your ass killed pretty fucking easily in that game.
Burn, bitch, burn! Whoa.
Ammo.
Yeah! You twitch, ass face.
But no, I saw the new Stalker, and I think Killing Floor 3 is gonna catch up eventually in that, but I think it's gonna be, fuck, it might not be for another year or so before they actually catch up. They're gonna have to do a lot of fucking work. I mean by a lot of work, that added like gargantuan amount of maps. There's literally like 40 fucking, like close to 40 maps in Killing Floor 2. But I tell you what, people are still gonna play this. People still play 1. They'll get friends together and they'll smash through Killing Floor 1. Just like I was playing Vampire Masquerade. I couldn't play the new one because they said it wasn't the same. Like, well, yeah, because it's the genre. It's just different. You gotta think about it, like, when games first came out, especially back then, like, I played the very first Call of Duty. I know, right? There's like fucking 30 of them. I played the very first one. I remember playing Diablo 1, walking around, too much baggage, too much. Like, run around just killing people and shit. Like, it's just, you know, facing the succubus demons, the big fat titties jiggling around and that, and like, they shoot fireballs at you and you run up to them, you hear them grunt and yell and shit when you're killing them and that. It was a good fun time.
Watch it, more Zen. I'm on fire! I'm on fire! Fire! Fire!
It was a good fun time. I never played with the mage. The rogue was okay, but the mage, I didn't think the mage was actually that good. And then Diablo 2 came out. Diablo 2 was fucking amazing. I do like this thing. It's pretty cool.
You twitch, ass face. Easy. I'm making the best mess ever.
Yeah. It just, when you make new games, you have to make the game new. It's really hard to make constant sequels to stuff. I think it's really difficult. Because a lot of people don't understand that when you do sequel stuff and that, it is very tedious. Because you literally have to make the game better. But like when I look at Killing Floor 2 graphics compared to Killing Floor 3 graphics, there's very small amount of fucking change. Very tiny bit of change. It's nothing they can't do on PlayStation 4 compared to PlayStation 5 when it comes down to certain things. Because PlayStation 4's already done it all. It's PlayStation fucking 4. PlayStation 3 had games just like this. You run around and you kill a bunch of shit and you level up.
I can hear you.
Nothing's fucking changed. It's the same shit.
Where's it going?
Would you like to be part of an electrical circuit? Isn't plasma intriguing? The human boss is highly
I mean, if you get to that, there is a difference in that with certain things. I'm like, okay, yeah, you can say that. Sure.
all the better to see.
Nice, huh?
Hi, guys.
Don't gloat yet. Even the best occasionally require some assistance. Surely I can improvise around this. As you can see, I have all the latest gadgets. Engage cloaking
Oh,
field.
you're a sneaky man.
Even the best occasionally require some assistance. Need us. I am bound, but honestly, did I mention I now have a tentacle?
I'll kill you with fucking grenades, bitch. You gotta die. You gonna die, clown! You gonna die, motherfucker! Okay. That was fun. You see how I'm enjoying this game? I'm already on way fucking 20. I'm just sitting there just killing. Just having fun. Look at this shit. Look at the graphics. Let's pause this shit. Let's pause this stuff. Look at this shit. Are you saying you need to boost up more than that? Hey, look at that crap. Isn't this amazing? Look at this. This looks fucking astounding. Look at the game design that they did with this. Like, why the fuck do you need to make a third one when you have everything already made for you? You already made it all. Like, if they just add more levels and add more guns, it actually would save them a lot of money now, and more people would buy in that because people like us stream it. I streamed this game probably like 400 fucking hours. You got bigger channels than mine by far that stream this game daily, and they just have friends come on, they talk about stupid shit, and they just fucking rock and roll and destroy everything. It's just like with Anthem and that. Like, Anthem was pushing a lot of stuff. Anthem was trying really hard, and I said, you know what fucked up with Anthem? Should have made it like Diablo 2. Just make it item finding, just killing a bunch of shit and leveling up. Easiest thing ever. Make a bunch of cool ass items, make harder difficulties, and make it where leveling up is actually fucking fun. It can be tedious sometimes, yes. Again, the level 25 in KillingFloor 2 for the first time is very tedious. But doing it 5 extra times is even more tedious. But that tediousness is what makes you want to play it. Because you can always come back to it. Yeah, I'm just going to come back to it. Fuck around. I'll play one of my favorite levels. I love this level a lot. I'll play a different perk though. I do Commando. We'll do Commando. But that's what it is with a lot of these games. They're just tedious fun. Like, yeah, everyone I've ever played Mario, played the first Mario. I played the first Mario, you know, a lot of times. They play like Mario World and that on Super Nintendo and shit. And he played Mario 64. Like, it's just fun games to play. You know, the concepts didn't really change too much. Like, 64 was fucking amazing. Hot ass fucking biker chick. You know, that's my kind of games. But I love the 64 games. Love them.
I see you. Here comes Santa. Get your mitts off me. Donner's the bench. Die, naughty, die.
Them are the games I grew up with, and I enjoy them so much. I mean, can I play them now and enjoy them just as much? Probably not, because there's too many other games out there. That's why I stick with genres, certain genres. I stick with level up games, periods. It doesn't matter if it's, you know, medieval level up games with swords and shields and shit, or it's gunplay level up games. I have to stick with level up games. I did do a horror genre shit for a long ass time.
How do you like me now?
Playing or what to call it, like Madison and shit.
You mentioned the old Santa?
I played that game a lot. That game was a short game though. That was really fun though. That game was scary though. Like the very first time playing it's fucked up. Especially noticing the concepts behind all of it and that some kid got possessed by by a person, which doesn't make any fucking sense. That's why I got like discluded in that like I don't think you can get possessed by a person. That kind of don't make no sense to me. Like that was kind of dumb how they said it like that. It's like, well, you could be possessed by this person that became a demon. Like demons are already made, they're already there. Like you can't become a demon. You can be possessed by a demon, and that entity can possess you. But like a person saying that a person died and that a person possessed someone, and like that doesn't make any fucking sense because they don't have any power to do that. And people say they believe in black magic or that. Yeah, you're using entities to do it, and they're not doing it yourself. That makes no sense. Like you're taking forbidden knowledge, and you're using the power of that entity to do it. Yoink. Fuck yeah. I win. This guy retarded. I think I'm retarded. Power right in the kisser. Gianni. Okay. That does do way more fucking damage. I do like this gun a lot. Yeah, this gun's fun. But yeah, all I have to say is like, comes down to gaming. I know it's becoming a multi-trillion-dollar industry now that like everybody's making games and shit. There's so many games in there. Like I got a little app game that I play every now and again. It's a digger game. You know, I spent like $20 on it because I've been playing it off and on for years. And it's just a little digging game. I just dig away, dig out stuff, and then just that's what I'm doing. Just dig. It's fun. It's something to keep my mind off stuff for a brief moment in that. So, because the way I look at it, you know, life is all about doing different things constantly. And the more you do different things in that, the better off it is. That's why it's really exciting to like try to do new things all the time. Because life is a constant thing. Like people say, you know, it's like, oh, can you keep on playing the same game over and over and over and over and over again? It depends on the game. Oh fuck! I turned that damn thing off. Like with me, that all depends on how comfortable I am with it. Like KillingFloor 2, yeah, I can play this game. No, I done 6-hour streams before with this game. I done 12-hour streams before. I mean, obviously, I wasn't playing for 12 fucking hours. That'd be fucking stupid. And kind of a waste of time, but.
Something.
But all depends on the genre of game, honestly. Like these games are always a pleasure. they're a pleasure of just playing, just because it's just fun. It's very creative. You know, like I used to be afraid of this game. You know, when I was playing it back in 2016. You know, this is 2025.
Something shipped.
That was like 10 years ago. I was like 26 or something like that when this game came out. Yeah, I was 26 when this game came out. I'm almost 36. Yeah, I have to turn my fan back on. This shit. Oh man. Nah, it's just the pants I'm wearing that. I love my bed. My bed's really soft in that, but like, I sink in too far, and I do not like sinking in to my bed. I have to have something underneath me, and that so it keeps me higher than everything else. And of course. But yeah. Also, fan being stupid. Okay, that's a lot better. This gotta be the gear. My nuts. Get ready. But yeah, talk about the whole like, why do people keep making sequels and shit and make a bunch of stuff from that. And talk about the two reviewers I was just talking about, Angry Joe and Nerdonica. Nerdonica is a very conservative based one, I guess. I can't, like, I don't know how else to really fucking say it. Like, and I have to say, like, Angry Joe is, he seems to be a very kind of like progressive. Honestly, I look at him as like a simp. Like, he's a very bad player because he's been caught like he's just a dorky ass person. I call him a simp because he's very bad with fucking women. You know, not in a bad sense like he's like an abusive person. That no, I think it's bad sense that he doesn't know how to keep a fucking woman, which is fine because most of these bitches are crazy anyway. And with his high class and his amount of money that guy has, I mean that guy's worth millions of dollars easy. You know, and he shares it with his friends and his family and that, and it's a very good thing he's like that. But like the honest truth is behind like couple scandals that that shit's been thrown in his fucking face, and like everybody defended him, and like the whole YouTube community came out. I remember it was during the Me Too movement. They're all just attacking high class rich people. And that he went to like a YouTube festival and that. They always have all these like gold digging whores there and that. And he tried to flirt out the girl, and that the girl like started like saying a bunch of shit about him. Like, well, Joe, I mean, it's the way you look, bro. You look like a scrawny shithead, you know? You're not built. You got all the damn money in that. No, build yourself up, man. What else you gotta do? Get a gym in your fucking room. Like, I mean, yeah, you probably do make a lot of shit, and I can't say that you don't, but go to the damn gym with your friends and that. Lift weights and shit. Get fucking bigger. You know, show some of that fucking manhood, bro. I only say that shit because it's fucking truth, though. Like, it makes you feel better.
It's jiggling like my belly. Oh, I made it lift. I checked it twice.
It does. Get jacked. You got the money to do it. And then you can talk about it, and you got a big fan base. Have them talk about health and shit. I mean, you're my fucking age. And you know, like, just do it. Like, you don't need to be. Yeah, you make a lot of money now, but like, that's what it is. Like, once you make something like that, you start doing movie reviews and shit. It is so fucking hard to do other things than that. Like, there's constantly shit coming out. The dudes literally watch every single fucking movie that comes out. I'm astounded. Like, there's movies coming out literally like 4 or 5 times a month, and whatever the fuck it is, maybe more than that. And like, these guys are constantly reviewing movies. I see all these internet people that do movie reviews and that. They review every single motherfucking damn thing that comes out. Check out my shoulders. Should need my shoulders bigger. Yeah, I've been working on my side shoulders a lot. Side shoulders. And like I see them like taking dude like I don't want a YouTube channel like that. I could never do that. It's just too much. I mean I get it. It's creative to do it like that because you make a lot of fucking fan base off of it. But, like I watch like Dr. Wolfie a lot because he does like really creative fun stuff in that. Like he does Camp October and shit, where it's just him like being a fucking like really big humongous dickhead with goulash and that. Like he's got a thing out right now and that he's doing Camp October and that during the summertime and that. He's doing all these reviews and shit and it's like I don't care about the review really that much. I care about like what's gonna happen with goulash now, like like what's gonna happen with him, you know? The last Camp October, a whole bunch of fucking like kids died and shit. Of course, it's make believe that didn't actually happen. But that's like the whole point of like his gig. He's a tormentive dickhead, Dr. Wolf is, and you just sitting there like doing this cool shit. Like, oh, you got all these kids that come in there and cool out. There ain't enough beds in the cabins and that. Like, oh, have them sleep out in the woods. And it's all like, oh, Dr. Wolf asked him in the next episode. He does the next review, and that's like, oh, how'd you guys sleep? And it's like, oh, we kept hearing strange noises and whispering and heavy breathing. He's like, oh, it must be that abandoned asylum next there. He's like, what? Abandoned asylum? And he's like, this one over here. And I show like a graphic thing of asylum and that. And I was gonna laugh my ass off, and I'm like, yeah. That slightly bit of creativity does the best. And like, he talks about how he created the person that. And back in like 2010, that he said he's put on a fucking wolf helmet. He had a camera in front of him. It looked like shit. He did a little bit of editing to put like little things in between certain things and that. But you can do that with like any type of editing software. Which is what I really want to try to get into in that, but unfortunately it didn't work like that because I'm not a big computer person. Not really. That's why I like streaming. Or podcasting. Podcasting is almost the same thing. Just podcast. But yeah, it's just all these little things and that about, you know, life and that. It's just so interesting. Just be yourself, make fun of people, and have a good time and that. Like, you know, I try to explain that to people in general. That it's like whatever you like to do, just do it. You know, I mean, if it's something really fucking stupid, then obviously, yeah, you gotta have some type of structure. But like some people, man, they'll go fucking crazy with that shit. Like the other day, I was working, you know, I was closing with my closing manager, and she never really hears me like be myself 100%. Now I'm really quiet in that, and I talk every now and again. I started being myself, and that I'm very crude type of person that I kind of like love making fun of people. It's just my gig. I love it. I love it so much. Now I call you a fruitcake, a faggot, whatever the fuck it is. And you get butthurt about it, and I was like, oh, don't take it personal. You know, because I don't care. Like, it's not supposed to be personal. My mindset's always been like that. It's like, well, you should care more. Like, why? Like, why the fuck I want to care more about people's feelings and shit where they don't give a fuck about my feelings? I had to learn not to care about their feelings. Or not that you can care about my fucking own for the most part, you know, except for when it's, like, useful. Like, say, like, if it's something like, you know, I don't want negativity in my life and that, so I grow with no negativity in my life. I say, you know what, fuck you guys. I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. Not my friends, whatever it is. That happened to me multiple times in my life, you know, just okay, whatever, fuck off. I meet new people.
Blood.
I think comes the time that my personality was just so different. Like, I'll have a conversation with someone that I says, like, I don't know how people are so addicted to drugs. Like, I don't get it. Like, weed and that. Like, I've done it before and that, but it doesn't make me, like, want to do more of it. I just get, like, a little high and I feel a little good in that, and then I started, like, feeling really awkward. Like, I know how I feel in general, but, like, people that smoke weed all the time, they constantly smoke weed, and they know they do it because they're bored, because their life is completely fucking wrecked. Go get hobbies in that. The reason why a lot of people do drugs is not because they're fucking bored and it makes them feel good. No, it makes you feel good. Get hobbies. Go research stuff. Go online and just go through a whole research catalog of learning how shit works. You'd be very surprised how interesting it gets. Like, you just learn just new shit. Like take philosophy or take, go online and learn that shit. Learn about how the world works and that. Learn about the economy and shit. That's always fun, because who doesn't like making fucking damn money? Learn about how shit works in life. Like, why are people rich and why are other people fucking absolutely poor? Why are other people are like, wealthy? Rich just means that you got over tons of money in that. And like, you start to learn all these things and shit. I mean, why not? Well, what else do you have to do? Just sit there and do fucking nothing? Like, that's what I love about how I do things in life. It's always something unique.
A bunch of jingly bullets looking for a home.
Because the things I talk about in that are just so far spread. Like, I'll talk about God and the concept of Jesus and that, all the stuff that Jesus said and that, and I, realize that a lot of that shit is really nice and fun because it's actual creative talking. And like, it's not just for me, it's for everybody else to hear about, I think that's where a lot of people kind of get like, oh, well, my religion and stuff. And I talk to like actual people about it in real life and that. I get a little discussion going on. Like, I talk to these Mormon preacher guys that they're monastery Mormons, and I'm like, okay, Mormons is just fucking a joke. He's like, oh, well, we believe in Jesus Christ, and I'm like, then why don't you just follow Jesus Christ and his disciples? Why do you have to follow a fucking random dude that was 600 years after Jesus died, which doesn't make any fucking sense? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they start gaining all this knowledge and shit. It was because God, evidently didn't read the Word of God, because Jesus specifically said, after me, there's no prophets or anything else. They're all fake. It says that. I think it was in Revelations. I'm like, you guys are just fucking retarded. And then they stopped calling me because I told them the flat out fucking truth. Like, actually read the fucking Bible. Stop picking and choosing that because you're a psychopath fucking Mormon Bible or, the Quran. They all go back to Christ and his word. But people just make up shit to make their my religion is stronger than your religion. Okay, you can have religions. You can have all the religions. I don't give a fuck about religions because I only believe in Christ. I only believe in God. I don't give a fuck about your religion. Religion's man-made. You guys are Pharisees. You guys won't lie. Just act like you're conquering shit. You ain't conquering nothing. God already won. You're just playing out his time zone. That's it. That's really what creation is. From beginning to end, God wins. Period. Doesn't matter. You're just living with free will. You can choose. Because he gives you the choice to choose. You either be a complete fucking idiot. Okay. You're still going to learn. Because how I look at it. Go really, really deep perspective. God is love. So when it comes down to it, when God was mortal, yes, he made mortals, so to speak. But he doesn't, like, he learned the suffering of mortals. He actually became one of us and suffered like one of us. And then he's like, okay. I want to be one of my children. So he was. And then he understood. Yes. Christ didn't know everything. Of course not. Because even Christ said it. He says, only my Father knows the end. Only the Father knows. He's like, I don't know.
A box of jingly bullets looking for a home.
So every time we go through these concepts and that, when people like I was talking to the Mormon guys on my phone and that, I said, what about Revelations? Well, he actually talks about the end times and that, and how the world's actually going to end. They're like, well, yeah, we think that too. Like, what the fuck do we think that? That is the actual what? Like, God's actually telling you, the God, the Almighty, the thing that is more powerful than anything, just power, holy, love, and you're saying the baby thing. Get the fuck out of here. No wonder you guys are fucking retarded. You guys don't know shit. Okay, well, learn it. You guys read that crap enough. You guys should be able to learn something. I went through the Bible a couple times and that, the guy, certain, like, things that when things pop up and that. I learned about good and evil.
Are you ready for me?
Concept of good and evil was in Ethiopia, or the fuck with King Solomon and that. And God was talking to him about why is there good and evil. He's asking a bunch of questions and that. God told him, well, good is, be that prosper and that. The evil, gathers wealth. They're greedy. They follow the sins. So they gather wealth from that, and then they automatically have to give it to the good because the goods are the ones that do all the services for them. So, like, peasantry and all that shit and that, and slaves and that, like, they have to feed them. They grow a conscience eventually. They're not pure evil, because pure evil is, there's no such thing as pure evil. People say, well, Lucifer and the demons and that, definitely not.
That's cricket near the top of the naughty list.
I don't think Lucifer's pure evil. He's a fucking lying son of a bitch. He just doesn't like us because we get more props than he does. That's the only reason why. It doesn't mean he's pure evil. No, he's not. He has evil intent, of course. He's a lying fucking scumbag. But God still made him. And God still loves him. It doesn't matter what we think. Because we're not God. We don't fucking know anything.
And I did it all in one.
We could talk about or discuss about it. Of course, I would love to discuss with God about certain things. But I'd be very surprised how he talks. I could think about it. Think about being, like, pure-minded. You know what pure mind means? Thoughts are nothing. You don't. You think utterly positive because you know the answers to everything, and that's what it comes down to God. He knows the answers to everything because He created everything. He knows from the beginning to the end. So there's no such thing as like negativity, negative thoughts, because negative thoughts only come in because of the last second because you don't know. Like, when you start knowing more knowledge than that, you all start knowing how the world actually works from what God made it for. You can't be negative anymore. Because there's no point. You already know. You're like, oh, yeah, I already know, whatever. It's like knowing why people interact. Like, this is one of the things that I talked about with one of the ladies, one of the young ladies that work in that. She has a huge problem with communication with people and that. She always constantly, like, thinks, people are out to get her, the mindset, or like they're being very hostile towards her and that, or like, oh, they're being nasty towards me and that. I said, it's because you're stupid. You lack knowledge of how people respond to you. Not everyone's going to talk the same way you talk. Everyone has different ways of responding. It doesn't mean anything. If they don't fucking know you, they probably don't want to be negative towards you. It has nothing to do with you personally. See, you're thinking that you're taking it way too personally. So I told her, like, you need to stop caring because you're taking everything so personal. They're not your friends. They're not people that you have full-on conversations with and ask, a bunch of questions to and that. Then you could take it kind of personal. These are just random people you don't even fucking know at all, besides that you see them, at the job that we work at. And like, so one lady's got said that she got nasty, and then my manager was just like, she wasn't nasty with you. It's just how she was talking. She's trying to correct her, and she was, kind of getting pissy in that. So we've been having really good conversations about it. I don't want her to lose her job on that. She just needs to be disciplined. She can't be sitting there and keep on doing this whole accusation. Everybody's out to get her and that. I said, your life sucks so much fucking dick because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. That's the reason why. You got a boyfriend that you probably don't even fucking like. You just use him as a sex puppet because no other guy wants to fucking have sex with you, evidently, I guess. Or if they do, they don't want to fucking be with you. Or whatever it might be. And that, it's because that's how you made your life be. And I try to explain that with people, explain that with anybody. Whatever you push your mind to believe in, to think of, that's normally who you become. So if you want to become a righteous person, you do good things all the time and that, you're trying to be righteous and that, you try to love people as much as you can, that, well, that's not what Jesus actually said for you to do. You said you could be a good person, that, but if you don't believe in me, you don't go to heaven. That's just the basics of it. Because he knows that you're faulty. He knows that you can't be perfect like him, or like the Father. God knows that. He knows you're imperfect. Now, people that try to take these concepts and be like, oh, well, I do good things to that. It doesn't matter. Because doing good things doesn't make you get closer to the Father now. Father already knows you're imperfect. That's what the sacrifice of the covenant of Jesus is. It's a new covenant. God said it back then with Abraham and that. He says, when you break this covenant, which you're going to, I will be the one that will sacrifice himself. And Abraham was probably the most loyal person. No, those are probably the most loyal people, period. They did everything that they had to do to be with God. And that's the whole point. God already knew we were going to fail. That's why he sacrificed himself for that. To show complete mercy. Because he knew that we were going to fail. That's what a father does. The Father wants us to learn. And that's why he did the things that he did. A lot of people do not understand that. I said, well, don't understand specific things, and I get it, but like everything was made for us. This whole natural world was created for us. For us to love, like, see the sunset, like the sun rising up right now. Or the sun's passing by us, because it doesn't rise, it's an effect.
I don't see it.
And like,
But I smell it.
he made us a beautiful world, Matt. He told us, you have domain over this world that I made for you. You do whatever you want. Because you gotta think.
I made it live.
If God made this world for us, that means he's in it.
How do you like me now?
Think about it. God's everywhere. God's listening to me right now. He's in it. He's listening. He's approaching us with knowledge in that. He already knows what's going to happen. He's going to put things in our way for us to gain more knowledge, to understand him more. That's what a father wants everyone to do, is to understand. That's the whole concept of the word, is to understand him. For people that truly believe, and they tried their best to do what they can do, he knows that it's hard to overcome Lucifer. Lucifer is a very powerful entity. He knows it.
Ammo here.
But he also knows Lucifer can't do shit unless we accept it. It's a choice of happiness. Everything's about choices. So that's what I was trying to tell her. That's all about choices. You can choose to be in the lifestyle you want to be in, or you choose to change it. If you choose to change it, then you'll have to grow. You'll have to go through tough times. You have to go through struggling times for your mind to get stronger to understand it. Because it's easier to not know nothing than it is to know something. It takes hard work to know something. Unless you're really into knowledge, like I am, for instance. I was into knowledge since I was like 5 or 6 years old. I love mythology. I love learning about God and Jesus, and I love learning about this shit. I was so into it. Every once in a while, I would pick up the Bible now when I was younger, and really read through it and try to understand. But like, you have to have a love for it. And I say that's what set me apart from everybody else. I love this shit. You know, so like, as I was talking with her now, trying to explain it, you know, to her a little bit, and that she was trying to like mock me and a little bit, and that was like, okay, whatever. And like that's all she did was mock me, you know, and just still say things like it's better to keep. It's not good to keep emotions in. It's better to let them out. I said, well, with emotional control, that when you don't care about what people think, then you don't have that emotion to be able to respond to it. That's the whole point of it, and that's the whole point of me saying that, because you respond to every damn thing, and that it gets fucking tedious and really fucking annoying to listen to you. No one else does it but you. And that's the reason why people are fucking tired of it. Like, when you get fucking mad over really stupid shit, you temper tantrum, that sounds like you were never disciplined your whole entire life, that everything was given to you. That you were just a little baby, and you still are a little baby because the way you act. And, you know, that's why if you look at certain family members and other family members do not act nothing like you. And other ones do. Like, I've seen that she has a brother that comes in and out. Dude's straightforward, like he's just trying to get his life going now, he's trying to get his shit going now. And like, he always looks really serious and shit. And like, they're all sitting there, he's got a life that he wants to do, and that they're just sitting there just wasting their life away. They're thinking someone's gonna save them. And they sit there and they're like, they'll go through the mocking of man. I never seen anyone ever like appreciates man anymore. And I'm sitting there like, why don't you appreciate what men actually do? You always want to appreciate what men don't do. Appreciate what men actually do. The ones that actually are around you. And that's one of the things I have to like, I have to talk about. That's like, why don't you do that? Why don't people do that anymore? I said, if a man's around you and that, and he picks up something heavy for you, it's like, thank you for your strength and that, you know, for being a man. That they always be like, oh my god, blah, blah, blah. That's like, oh, what's wrong with you? You couldn't pick it up. I could have done it if I tried. He breaks your fucking back. It sounds like ego. That's where that ego, pride. Feminism is like straight up pride. That's some satanic shit. Pride is basically saying that you refuse how periods, you think that you can do everything better than everybody else. Yeah. That's what Lucifer said to God, to the Father, the one that created him. Lucifer said, I can be better than you. God's like, okay. Like, God never even like intervened really that much. He just like, I could be the most high above you and that. And you know, he's like, okay, well, since that's your sin, the first sinner was Lucifer. Yeah, first sin was Lucifer. He was sin of pride. That's what sin came from, basically.
I don't like it.
Because the battle is, though, started happening when God created humans.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Not gonna care with that shit.
I wonder. Come out and make your fun. Huh?
Fuck with the bitch. Yeah.
It was only indigestion. And you squander all your money. You're going to pay for that. I wonder, you my children, dirty money.
Because you look at the combination, like when God made man, he made man.
I shot his eye out.
Lucifer started the war in heaven, while God was, you know, still being with us and that.
Ammo low. Anyone Satch's little helper?
Look for ammo.
This is more Halloween than Christmas. Santa can smell you. Hiding only prolongs your agony. Bullets, anyone?
Fuck is right behind me. Oh my god, he's right behind me. No, fuck you guys.
Not my baby. My baby. Guess not. Kill tougher mercs than you. Lots of them.
You know, and then the war of heaven was happening to that, and God was still with us. Even when we fell. So like we fell to Earth, and then Lucifer was basically like almost like right after that. But eternity is a lot different though. So when we were on Earth, time started to exist. When everything was created, time started existing. So the eternal life was still happening. Like Lucifer's still doing the whole war thing and that, because it's eternal. So like one day for us could be 1,000 years to them, so to speak. If you want to do like time, how time works. Because time doesn't if time doesn't exist, it's called eternal, which means you never grow old, which means you stay the same. You can't grow. Because God himself is eternal. And that's one of the things like people try to understand. Like, well, if God was on Earth, then would it be time? Time doesn't exist because God made time.
Die, naughty, die. I love this gun almost as much as this thing. Let's pound Titan. Time to give it a present. What? You say something. How do you like me now?
Yeah, so like God himself is eternal.
Yes, am I?
That's why he can't. That's why he's unable to change. That's why he's perfect. In general, that's how I think about eternal. You can't change because you are eternally. That's why we change. That's why we grow old. That's why we learn different things and that. Like we don't. I mean, I guess you can still learn things in eternal realm and that, but you're unable to change. To like, you just don't change that much, if not at all, because there's no time for things to change. That's why God gave us time. Every day, he says, every day is a blessing. He says, if you can live one day better than the next, then you're doing fucking good. Because that's how you change your heart over time. Is every time you fall asleep and wake back up, if you live that day by doing something good up front, and that's what a lot of people will say, like make your bed or something like that, or like talk to people and give out good information that or something like that. Do something good, you know. Your whole entire day becomes blessed. You start your day off doing something good, whatever it might be. You know, like I help my parents out every now and again. You know, I feed my dogs and that I help out. I do something for someone else. For that, I get something in return. But the way I, see how God talks and that throughout the Bible, and that God is the most loving. He is love. He's so loving that people don't understand how much love that he gives to us. Like God literally sacrificed himself to be us, to give us love. It's like constantly giving us love. That's why Lucifer doesn't like us. Because Lucifer can't do nothing. He's just like, he can't invade us unless we accept it. That's why I would say it's not really good and evil. More or less likely it's just stupidity. It's like look at if I look at more conservative based people, that they're more kinder, more adjusted, they're more cooler, they're probably more family orientated. They're the guys that that work probably the hardest and that. And then you look at people that are like very far left people, not liberal. That there's very far right people that are just fucking crazy loony bins, but there's not a lot of them. At least you don't hear about them that much. And then you get the crazy loony bin ones. You get the feminists, which it's mostly women, honestly, to tell you the truth. Most men don't really do too much. If I ever see liberal men, they're just simps. They're just like super dedicated to these feminist women. But normal women, yeah, it's because you're chasing the hottest piece of ass on the fucking internet. That's the reason why you act like that. Like, you do the same thing that these women do. Like, you don't even realize that. You go for the hottest fucking girls you can find, but you're fucking ugly as fuck. On the other side, the tremendously attractive looking dudes don't want women like that, but they'll just fuck them. And half the time they don't even fuck them. They say they do. I don't believe they do half the time. I think they just date them and that, like, oh, yeah. I don't believe any high class man is worried about putting their fucking dick in everything. I mean, I'm not. I can't say I'm high class, but being attractive, yeah, I'm rather attractive. I'm above average in attraction. I get called attractive and cute a little too much from women and that to be called average. No, I'm above average. I don't do the whole scale thing and that, but I know I'm at least a 7, at least. 7 the most. I cannot be. I don't want to think that I'm more than that. Like that just comes down to just how some people look at me, but then again, that scale just depends. I don't think there's an overall scale altogether. I think it's just what people look at. Some people might look at certain things and be like, oh yeah, you do it this specific way. But that's just, at least how I think of that.
The old Santa? An M16 doesn't let you down. Hello, blood owl.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna get fucking jumped.
I don't see him. Where's Greg?
Adios, amigo. had this old lady that was I was up at a sandwich place, and this older lady. This me and my father were up there, never eating food and that, and this old lady and that, we're watching them get up in that, making sure that they can get up the next day at canes and shit. I don't want to help people unless they really need that, because some people are like, I want to do it on my own, not because I need to. And like, she was sitting there at the end, we were talking to her a little bit outside and that, like, oh, have a good day and that, My dad's like, oh, get out of the heat, and that, because it was hot outside. And she's like, oh, thank you, guys, da da da. And she's like, oh, yeah, really, beautiful sun and that. No. I kind of smiled at her and that, and she kind of like smirked back and that, like saying, she had a husband and that, she has her own grandkid around around my age, and that in their 30s and that, probably maybe in their low 30s. And I thought it was really sweet in that, like, call it out for what it is. I can spit and gas with that shit, and I can understand that, I can spit and gas if a girl's attracted to me, that because they smile at me more, they're looking at me more, they want to get closer to me and shit. But like, not everyone notices that, I talk about it a lot because it's just like one of the things I had huge problems with when I was younger. That like, I didn't know that I was attractive, and that's when you gain your confidence. You can walk around and be confident as fuck in that, and be like, oh yeah, girls are attracted to me. But once you get to that confident level, and that you stop caring about it so much, you're like, okay, whatever. It's just another fucking day. Just another day in the neighborhood. But but going back to God and that, if we want to really think how God thinks, I would say think like this. We are all his children, and he loves us all for who we are. Now, the biggest problem is, that I have to say, is he doesn't like the evil in the moral world that changes us into what we think that we are. Not who we actually are, but what we think we are. And that's where you get, like, the free will. Because when he talks about it, he says, when he brings up happiness, and it was King Solomon that actually was talking about it. King Solomon actually was talking to God a lot about how life is. And God always told me, like, happiness is something that you have to choose to do. I can't make you happy. Like, I can't make you love. That's your free will. I gave you total free will. You can do whatever you want to do. I'll give you the rules and laws of the land, and you can either follow them or don't, But consciously, as God made us, he made us to be good people. We're supposed to be good. We're supposed to be helpful in that. Because humanity, we're all the same. Just humans in this place. We are. We're all the same. So if you go up to another human in that, you should be able to strike a conversation about anything. Because you're like, oh yeah, I live there, I do this, do this. Like, oh yeah, that's cool, I do this, do this. Now, what separates all human beings, you want to say, is culture. Okay, how you do things and how you learn things and that what you learn that separates us. But that also unites us too, to have good conversations about things. But then you get, when you get satanic and that, where people just hate on God and they don't believe in God. Okay, well, if you don't believe in God, then you can't talk to someone that believes in God, because you're not going to connect. You're not going to connect that much. Now, this is people that literally despise God all the way. Like, this ain't just people that say, I don't know anything about God, which, it could be the bulk of people. Like, people that are, like, straight up Satan worshippers, yeah, they're more or less likely they don't believe, they hate God. They dislike love. So they go on their way and be very hateful towards human beings. They literally despise their own blood, which is humanity. They despise humans. So when you hate people, when you see people say it's like, I hate people, well, the truth is they hate themselves. So you hate yourself. How do I know that? Because I used to say that, but I never really meant it. I would say that in a way of learning, like, oh, I hate people around me, and that I don't like people around me that. Well, it's because I never understood people. Our brains were made to soak up knowledge like a sponge and to regurgitate that knowledge. So if people don't learn how to turn on their soaking sponge phase of learning, your brain soaks up everything you hear, then they literally close their ears. What is the biggest thing? They hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. That just means that's a concept of pride. That nothing's wrong with the world. Everything's fine. Evil's true. Everything's evil and bad and disgusting. That's just how it is. I listen to people that say that. I said, well, why is there puppies then? What do you mean, why is there babies then? What do you mean, why is flowers bloom? Do you really think Lucifer has any control over this fucking world? Then I guess you never read the Bible, never understand Jesus' sacrifice. That's the problem. So it's not even. It was even before that. Lucifer couldn't really do nothing. But Lucifer also did shady stuff in that with God to understand true faith. He did it with Abraham. He did it with a bunch of people in that. God said, take all of his stuff away. He'll still have faith in me. It's like, fine. So he took all of his stuff away. He still had faith that it was going to come back. And it did come back. And guess what happened? That's what faith actually is. To taketh away, you must give it first. When you take it away, you giveth again. That's what it is about being with God. God always provides. It's not that God takes it away. We choose to lose it to Lucifer because of faith. So the moral compass of it is throughout the Bible and that history, it's always been the same repeating. I talk about history. I want to bring up history repeats itself a lot. This ain't the first time this woke, transgender, and all this shit happened. This shit happened thousands of years. It repeats itself. It repeats itself probably every 100 years or so. And why is that? Because you got to have something to fight for and something to have faith in. That's why it happens. People make hard times for a reason. Because it brings up the faith in God more. I start believing in God more. I start believing in Jesus more. I've always had him in my heart. But I didn't understand it a lot because I never really went into it in depth. I can recite a couple of things and that, but that doesn't mean shit. It's all about knowing. You guys see this, is this actual life? Do I believe in this enough to know it? And once I start knowing the knowledge of God and start understanding the Word of God, then you start understanding His purpose. And you start being happy again because you're given into this positive energy and that, and everything else doesn't matter. That's why negative and positive have to exist. Because without either or, what are you? You're nothing. You have to have something to work off of. So if there's negative energy in that, you always gotta have positive energy to conflux with that. Always. And of course, it's not gonna be always pure negative and pure positive. No, it's an inner mingle, and that's where your emotions come in, your feelings come in. And of course, your thought process with your feelings come in, because feelings are just what you react to and how you think. And this is one of the things that people have the hardest time with. This is what I'm going to discuss with what that a young lady at work is. I try to explain to her, say, you care too much about what other people say or how they talk. You give more power to them than they're giving to you because they don't know you. They don't care about your personal issues because they don't know you. So for you, You care too much about what you assume, which is just a thought, not an actual reality. It's just a thought that you put inside your head about what that person's saying. You think it's negative, but that person's just an average day. Like, I talk like this all the time. I'm just getting food. Why do you have to be yelling at me? Well, I believe and I think, and listen to the words people say. They do stuff. I think, and they say, I feel. A feel is a thought process. I feel, I think, they're both the same. But you can control how you think and how you fucking feel by learning. So, like, for instance, if I'm a very positive person, which I tend to be a lot nowadays, I might say fuck or shit, and that it doesn't matter what I say in general. It matters how I say it. I can be upset with something and still be a positive person. That's the slight negative with the positive. When I look at someone that's like constantly yelling and screaming, and they have to be prep talked to all the damn time, because you have no will to live, at least not yet. You don't know why you're alive. Well, most times you're alive because everyone has a purpose of being alive. That's why you're there. You have to find your purpose. Normally, there are hobbies and interests that you already have, and you just do those things. I like being helpful towards people. Every once in a while, I'll help people out in that. I don't come across it a lot, so I decided to make a channel and talk about things. I talk about things that are kind of hostile towards some people, man. Yeah, but fuck them. They're assholes anyway. It's my life. Go suck a dick. I don't care. Well, do I get people on my channel and that every now and again that want to be very stupid towards me in that? Yeah. And most times they're just jealous of that because I'm just prettier than them. And yes, that comes to be happening sometimes. I get people on my channel and that they're fucking they disagree with me 100% on everything I say. And then when I go to their channel and that, they have nothing on there. They sit there and they don't make stuff a lot, and their channel is smaller than mine. They get upset because I have more than them. And they try to do this comparison, fight it off type shit. I'm like, bro, I don't need to compare myself to you because you're a bitch. You're just stupid and ignorant. I don't do this stuff to compare myself. I do it because I'm having fun. I want to get a good word out there. Life's not always about competition. Sometimes you can coexist with people. If you want to be competitive, be competitive. Go get a job that's competitive then. Go do a hobby that you can compare yourself to compared to other people now. That's why I like lifting weights. Like the other day that I saw one of the guys that was like, he had bigger arms than me. He looked bigger than me when I first showed up in that. And now I look at him, he looks smaller than me because I'm literally larger than him. And we've been working out. I've been working out with him off and on because I see him. We talk in that. And now he sees in that. I'm fucking bigger than him now. And it looks weird because he was bigger than me. And now I'm bigger than him with muscle. And I didn't even notice it until I actually looked at him. And he saw me and he's like, how jacked I was. He didn't want to come up to me and talk to me. He's like, how'd you change? That's what his mind was thinking. I'm like, well, I'm not worried about being a pussy. I'm worried about my fucking physique and six pack and shit because I'm not trying to get bitches. That's what you're worried about. You're worried about attraction. I'm just worried about getting strong, getting as big as I fucking can get. So I work on getting as big as I can fucking get. Well, I enjoy it. Like I did a whole bunch of fucking squats today. I did goblet squats and that. Kind of work out my legs and that. Got a fucking good burn in. It was great. And like, that's how you can compare yourself to people and that. You don't have to do it in a hostile way. You have to go to the, bro, my arms are bigger than yourself. What you got, bitch? No. You do use a comparison. You look at him like, okay, I look bigger than him now. Okay, cool. I don't need to say nothing. Because you already knows it. You already looked at me like, that guy looks jacked, bro. That's just how it is. But that's one of my hobbies, and that I love. I love talking about video games now. I love talking about the structure of video games, how they work, and that, and stuff like that. Like what's the difference between Killing Floor 2 and 3 and that, or stuff like that. Or we can talk about like Borderlands 4 when it comes out compared to 3. What's the difference between them and that, like story mode and that, like the graphics of it, the way they played in that, it was actually cool. It's basically a fucking Destiny ripoff, but like Borderlands 2 can probably pull it off better than Destiny. Because Destiny, the leveling up system in that game was kind of weird. You can't really actually get stronger. Everything levels up with you, so it's kind of. It levels up with you in Borderlands also, but you can get badass points in that. You can get more like better guns and shit. They actually like destroy things a lot easier than that. But like I don't know, it comes down to those two genre of games. And I try to tire myself out because I'm about ready to. I'm waiting for my ice pack to get cold. I'm gonna ice my ankle again. It's getting better. I can step on it now. Put a lot of pressure on it. It's still the joint around that big ass knuckle in your foot and that from your ankle. It's still kind of stiff. I can feel that stiff. But it's only been one day, so I can't really say anything bad about it. Like I'm checking, like my knees were hurting a little bit in that, but like around my knee net, muscle around my knee net. So that's all I've been doing yesterday. I was off yesterday. All I did was eat and sleep. Eat and sleep. I kept the ice pack on it. Eat and sleep. Keep the ice pack on it. Try to keep my body temperature down because I have to sleep with an ice pack because my room is fucking ferociously fucking hot. Like I could keep the door open in that because like the foundation wall is I'm on the outside of the house. So like if I keep that door open, like all that cold air blows in here. But the problem of it is that I have to leave it open for like multiple hours for it to cool down my room because it takes a little bit of time. Unless I can get a fan that blows from the outside in, which I do have a fan here. Steel fans, steel pushes so much more air. And put on low. Yeah, it's blowing really nicely though. I can feel the air from my room. I'm probably about 12 feet away from it. I can feel the air pulling in. We'll blow out some of this fucking heat. Oh. Yeah, I gotta do fucking clothes today anyway. Take these clothes and put them in the laundry room. Yeah, it's already starting to change a little bit. A little bit. But yeah, like, talk about that young lady again. So we had a conversation. I had a conversation with her, and then our assistant manager had a conversation with her. she was talking about it with me, and then she pulled her back. She's like, you gotta stop getting angry and that. And she started getting more like frustrated and that because she was like people are going against her and that. We think I'm stupid and all that stuff and that. I'm not sure that's what she said in general, but I'm just saying that they either say you think you're better than me. I love that feminist line. You think you're better than me? I'm a lot stronger than you. My arms are bigger than your fucking head. So yeah, in that content I am. But anyway, that's just a joke. Haha. But like she was like conversating with me about it. I'm like, well, she has to be disciplined. You gotta keep on talking to her about it. That's the way you can get through to her. She can hate as much as she wants as long as she keeps on hearing it. She can fuss and say all stuff like that because I talk about it, like, why don't you get a job that's closer to your house and that. I know exactly where she lives at. She lives rather close to the girl I was working with. Her cousin. I think it's her cousin or something like that. She lives rather close to her. They all live in the same vicinity. Like you live next to a big ass plaza. There's like 20 fucking places you can work at. Why don't you just work at one? They have a car wash right there. Just work at the car wash. Just go up there and say, hey, I need an application. Number one, you're a girl and that should probably get hired on. As long as you're not a complete fucking bitch. You're like, yeah, don't be all the time. Because you're young and kind of attractive in that. But like that is not going to get you nowhere. It's going to make you look like you're a fucking, hunchback to Notre Dame. You might as well be Guazi fucking Moto then. Hey, come here. Hopping around and shit. I mean, yeah, you don't want to do a job that's too difficult for you. Work at a damn car wash. I love working at the car wash. You spray down cars. That's fucking easy ass work. You play around with water all damn day. You play around with the fucking. That's what we used to have. We used to have a power wash. We used to sit there and power wash people's cars down and shit to get stuff off. To get settlement and shit off. And sometimes we do the whole entire car now because these trucks come in are really muddy and shit. I love that job. I made really good money at the job because it was an easy job. I could sit there for 10 hours a day. And sometimes I did because I was the main worker there. I was the best worker there. I kept shit going. That's what it is. Like the job I have now, I do like the job I'm at. Like they were talking about payment and stuff and that. They were saying like, oh yeah, but some people here, only get paid so much and da. Like, yeah, I get paid more than probably all of them do. Just because I work good. And no, I was talking to my assistant manager about it and that. No, I didn't say how much I get paid. And I was like, oh, I get paid by a little bit more now because I've been here before. I kind of have, experience of doing this stuff. And you can tell by how good I work. And she was looking at like, yeah, but they said like one of the persons is supposed to be like a really good food person that they never said anything about you. Well, yeah, because I'm fucking stupid. I act dumb as fuck. I don't try to like throw out there and talk a bunch of stuff that I'm not. You're gonna see through my actions more than my fucking talking, which is kind of one of the things people tend to do. And I was kind of thinking about that, like, really? Never said like no. Like, oh, well, now you know. It's like, yeah. It's like you work a lot better. Well, I'm there 5 months almost now, so it's just a job to me. I go in, I do what I need to do, I get the fuck out. I zone the fuck out every damn time I'm at my work. I don't try to conversate too much because I will get in trouble. People will get offended by me. You're going to get offended by me 100%. Something's going to offend you. I already know. I don't hold back punches in that. Like, I'll say something and I know it offends someone now, but the way they think is always negative to a certain extent. And they get kind of frustrated with that. I mean, they say something to me, it's like, you don't have to talk like that and all that stuff. I'm like, talk like what? I'm like, you're thinking negative. I'm thinking positive. That's the difference between me and you. If it ever comes up like that. Like I said something that, and I don't know if it was because of me or because of the other guy. And the other guy said something that he tried to like flirt around with our assistant manager and that. And I was just sitting like, I didn't even know it at the time that he was trying to, but I was kind of hinting at it a little bit. Like, okay, my brain was kind of psyching how he was talking and looking at. Then he was looking at me, and he was looking at me a little hardcore and that. Oh man, all these people are so fucking retarded with their sexuality and that. Guys like I'll meet guys that they just like wanna like everybody. It's like no, you're just a fucking completely retarded, deranged moron. I know people with mental disabilities that know their fucking sexuality more than you do. You guys just make up shit. You're just into sex. You're just into the dopamine rush of sex. You don't care how you get it. You don't care if you get dick shoved in your ass or you shove dick in the ass. It doesn't matter. Pleasure is pleasure, I guess, for how people think. Free love. Yeah, Romans did that too, and their whole fucking country collapsed. the royal based people in that. Well, they're fucking everybody that. But anyway, enough of that. History repeats itself. Anyway, so he said something that I was like, oh yeah, so said something about being like her, or whatever it is, and that. And I said, I'm like, some days I don't think she wants to be her. Like trying to like express that some days you don't want to be yourself and that. And she had like a negative thing for feedback when I said that and that. And I don't know if it was because of me and that. I'm like, whatever, you know. She never talked about it, so I guess it wasn't me. And then now we kind of had conversations like, oh man, like oh the guy's trying to pick you up and that. It's like yeah, like I don't like it. And I'm like it, you know, like well, I mean, honest truth is your boyfriend's not that attractive looking anyway. He's on a Richter scale of hitting that bare bottom fucking one on the Richter scale. You know, maybe to you he's good looking, but I don't know. The way I look at looks and that, looks are looks. Like you look good. You're not massively overweight. You look like you're in good shape and that's what looking good is. You're above average of average people and that. You know, when you're fucking obese and fat, you're below average people. Like you're not supposed to be like that. You know, that's a choice that you keep on making because you just make bad life choices. But anyway, so we were talking about it and that. I was like, yeah, I noticed that shit. And then we started telling me, yeah, it's just fucking. I was like, oh, he's fucking stupid and that, you know. You know, I don't mind talking to him about it and that and be like, yo, bro, stop pushing, you know. But that's why he caught off that day because he didn't want to work with her alone. And I'm like, well, yeah. Because you already overstepped your boundaries, bro. You got to know your fucking boundaries at the workplace, man. You can't just push your cock and balls on every girl and that thinking that they're going to fucking have sex with you. That's why you can't make money because all your shit's in your fucking dick, bro. Get the fuck out of that stupid ass shit. Like, grow the fuck up type stuff. I get it. You're young, but you gotta have priorities. Priority first. I don't give a fuck about women and the sexualization of them. Yeah, I'll poke at them. Yeah, I'll look at butt when I see it. Of course I do. My eyes are attracted to certain things. Now, obviously, a girl that I'm not attracted to because they're cute to me, of course I'm going to look at their body and not look at their butt, but I don't pursue it. Other guys are brain dead fucking simp motherfuckers. The ones that you want to say they're fucking awkward, not. They'll try to pursue that shit. And then, you know, it's like when I have people lie about certain things and that, like I had a comment against me in that. I guess it was someone from the I don't know. They were fucking fuck man, brain. Bro, they go take a nap. They're in the drive-through and that. They said something about me, I guess, but I didn't know who the fuck they were or not. But I thought it was just all hearsay and bullshit. And then they're just like, oh, I didn't hear about it until now. And like, like, what? Oh, some ladies called you creepy, and I'm like, creepy for what? I don't talk to anyone from drive-through. I might come up there, like if I know someone, I see someone. Like there was one person I talked to, and that because I actually had good conversations with her, and she's attracted to me, so I already know to talk to her. But I don't talk that much, so I'll just hear nonsensical fucking bullshit. I try to bring it up again in that in a way, and never heard about it. Like it just like disappeared. I'm like, It's like I know girls are attracted to me because I see it all the time. Every workplace I go to, there's always like multiple girls that want to do stuff with me and that. Because when you work with someone enough, you're gonna get attracted to them when they're already coming in attractive to begin with. You're seeing a man walk in with big fucking muscles and shit. He's walking in pretty fucking stout. You're gonna want to fucking have sex with them. It's gonna go into your mind like a rail gun shooting through a fucking wall. It's gonna hit you like a fucking brick, and you're gonna like probably ponder about it. Not really obsessive about it, but you're gonna ponder about it enough to where you're gonna be like, if I work with this guy enough and that, and I do go single, what could happen? Probably nothing. Because that's your own personality. Like, but when you have restrictions on yourself and you dedicate to things that, then things change. But like, that's the whole purpose of why I like to teach people. You got to have restrictions on yourself. Have an honor code with yourself, and that say, I'm not gonna go too far. Because I used to do that all the time. I used to go too far in that, and then I would get fucking butt hurt and get destroyed. It ruined the bulk of my younger years. But as I got a little bit older than that, I said, okay, I have to make a rule. Make a rule right now. Right fucking now. Right meow. Say, as of today forward, I will honor this way of living. I will respect people. I'll be nice to people, even though how much they might dislike me or even be negative towards me. I'll always try to be as positive as I possibly can be towards someone. I will not overstep my boundaries with women just because I'm attracted to them. I will not go too far unless they want me to engage that by, well, staring at me or glancing at me or they talk to me too. I have to know that they're single and that, and God forbid, hopefully they don't have fucking kids. Stay away from the single moms. Sorry, the bitches are fucking, they're a little too much. They want too much. They don't want you. They just want you to supply them. That's the honor code. Stay respectful and positive. Do not overstep your boundaries. I flirt with the girls all day long when I'm working with them. We always flirt with each other now. But we don't overstep the boundaries. It's gentle flirting. It's just slightly happy flirtatious shit. It's not like I'm banging anybody. No. You could be flirtatious towards someone and joke with them and then have fun with them. Opposite sexes are always flirty. Like gay men, gay men know not to flirt with straight guys and that. But they are going to be flirtatious. But then you catch them. So you know what you're thinking inside. You're thinking about getting bent over, getting fucked in your ass, huh? Oh my god, really? Yeah. I work with a bisexual dude that has a high attraction ratio towards me. He's like, I like working with you. I'm sure you do. Oh my god, he knows. Of course I know. I'm 35. I know things. You know, the people I talk to, they're like 20. You just got out of fucking high school now. You really don't know anything about life. You haven't built up your stuff yet, even though you should have built that up when you're a teenager and that. Certain things and that. Having respect to that. But the person I'm talking about is very respectful. I'll say he's a cool ass fucking dude. I like fucking with him and that. We do little jokes and shit. It's always fun. And like I always I'm a complete asshole when it comes down to certain things like that. Like how attractive I am. It's just how it is. I see it every day. I mean, I don't see it personally. I don't look at myself and be like, because you can't do that. Because if I looked at myself like, yeah, I'm just so sexy, it doesn't make sense. Because you can't look at yourself and thinking that you're more attractive, that you are attractive. I only get you can only tell by what people say to you, not what you say about yourself. I can say I'm attractive, but someone might think I'm ugly. I'm like, wait a minute, I know I'm attractive. I only say that because I hear it enough to know for myself. Like if I look at myself, say, yeah, I'm attractive in that. I'm just like perfectionate. Yeah, that's 10% or more or less body fat on my ass to be like that. Like if I had a six pack and shit, I could be like, yeah, I'm a good looking dude. A big ass, defined arms, a six pack and shit, all that crap. Yeah, I could be like, oh yeah, I'm stout. But once you get to that ratio, then you start to notice. Oh, sneezes. Fuck. Damn, that was big. And once a man starts getting a six pack and shit, you're gonna start noticing that hoe alert, hoe alert. You will get every fucking hoe on you, every single hoe, all the hoes. You don't even have to be that good looking in the face. If you got a good looking face in that and you don't have a six pack, you can get all the hoes anyway, because the bitches will eat you up. I'm like, oh, you're so cute, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good looking, you know. And then they see you in that, and they're all like, "Oh God, I want to kiss you and make out with you." And that. They always want you to eat them out. And they're all like, "Oh, what's that down there? What do you mean? That's called a vagina. That don't look like a damn vagina to me. The fuck is that? It's got teeth." It's like, "Oh God, is it smiling at me? I didn't know that could do that. There's nothing wrong with it. It bites a little bit. Oh hell no, bitch! It's fucking disgusting." Bitch got teeth down there. No, 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 no. Like Pac-Man. Oh, like super pointy teeth. We call that a Pac-Man vagina. Type of girls, you call them cum dumpsters for a reason. I remember the first time that a girl told me that she wanted to be my cum dumpster, and I I never heard the term before, other than jokingly saying it as like a joke towards like we're talking with men and that like that bitch is a cum dumpster, man. I never had a girl actually tell me. It's funny though, like it just came out of nowhere. Like this girl was so attracted to me. And like she tried everything possible to try to get me to fuck her. Like she wanted me to have sex with her so bad. And that was just weird though. I'm just like like you're in a relationship with the guy and that we're just hanging out and shit, you know? And like she was fine. She had big booty on her net, super skinny in that, nice perky tits in that, very pretty face in that. She was actually really fucking attractive. A lot of guys hit on her that. But she wanted to fuck me and that. I was like, but you have a relationship. And she would try everything possible to dismantle him and that. Why? Because she was a single mom. Yeah. She was a single mom. And she was looking for a dude to have sex with that she was attracted to because the guy that she wasn't with and that she wasn't really attracted to. He was a simp. I know about it now because she finally had another kid. So I never looked through Facebook that much, but I looked through her Facebook and that, and she ended up having a baby girl and that. And the girl like barely like a year old, so I'm like, yeah, you just had that kid. It probably wasn't from the guy you were with, because I highly doubt that. Now that dude's doing alright, I hope he left that place and like moved back in with his parents and that, and just built up a fuckload of money and until the bitch the fuck off. But yeah, that's how I learned about how bad it is out there. Like it's bad. Like women that are raised by single mothers are always whores. Are always single mothers. They're always whores. They're the single mother breeds them like that. Like go on birth control. Don't get pregnant. Just be a fucking hoe. Because you can't respect a man if you don't have a father to respect. So you got the world daddyless, and you don't know how to respect men. So first thing you do is thinking that, oh, it's just easy to get men to like me now if I spread my legs. That's the concept of it is. Guys don't think like that, but them girls think that guys think like that. It's like, no. If you actually knew a man, if you actually had a father figure that actually taught you how men actually work, men are lovers. We want to fall in love with you. So that's basically what happened with this girl now. This was fucking like 8, 9 years ago. I think it was like 25, 26. She's a couple years younger than me. I mean, I have to say she was hot. She had she dyed her hair in that red and that. It was fucking hot. Like I had massive hotness for her. I love kissing on her and that. Like I love making out with her and that. I love playing around with her big huge butt and that. It was fucking hot. But like I couldn't have sex with her and it just wouldn't happen. Like I wanted to, but it just didn't happen. And the thing is, she never really tried on me. She never tried grabbing on my dick and that. She just couldn't do it. And and that's when I started my journey to understand how like women work. And then I'm just like, okay, so single moms go after attractive dudes because they just want dick. Like if the dude's good looking, they're gonna get fucked. They want to fuck them. They'll suck them off and fuck them. And that's the first time I heard the concept cum dumpster. And I'm just sitting there like, she told this to me right to my fucking face. And because she just like, I asked her, I'm like, why are you attracted to me? And she said, well, I really like the way your face looks. Like, you have a really cute face. I like looking at your face. That's why I always look at you all the time. I like looking at your face and that. I'm like, okay. And you got a good sense of humor and that. And you like to sing and do the stuff that I like to do because she liked to sing and that. I'm like, okay. She never talked about my body at all. She talked about my face. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm cute in the face, whatever. And she started, that's when she said I'm obsessed with it. I really like it. And so one day we were just sitting there and we were talking and that. When I mentioned that stuff and that, she kind of just she had a sexual moment where she was just like horny as fuck and that, and she threw that statement out there. She said my name and that. She was just like, it's like I don't care. It's like I would like to be your cum dumpster. I'm just like what? Yeah, it's like I don't mind if you just bang me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just like we work together and that. It's like, well, I know you have a boyfriend. Well, yeah, I know. I know about this. And like that concept's kind of messed up, and that it's like I can't do that. You have a man that like if he's not with you and that, then yeah, I might think about it. But like. That's a concept I don't go with well in that because I want you to be with me. That's kind of what I talked about with her. It's like I want to be in love with you and that. And I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself and I'm like, okay, well, it's like if you're not with that dude and that, then yeah, maybe not. I don't mind. No, you can come over to my place late at night and that. If you want to spend the night in that, just bring clothes with you and that. We can go upstairs and take a shower together or whatever it is. And we can fuck in my bed and shit and just have a good night and that and sleep good together and that and then you can just go home. Because we worked together, we did overnight together, we closed together like all the damn time. Like, yeah, we could do that. I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind working with you in that. The problem with it is, you had a relationship. So you were lying to me, though I don't want anyone to know about us, and then I'm like, that's why I can't work with women. That's why I tell that story. I tell that story all the time, even with the people I'm working with now. So yeah, I used to fuck around with the girl here. I used to fuck around a lot. She wanted me to fuck her and all that shit. And I could point out every single scene that we did that she wanted to do stuff with me, and I can point out, and it's probably on camera from fucking 10 years ago, seeing us fucking doing stuff and that, or at least a little bit of stuff and that. I talk about the positions that she took and stuff like that. Like we never had sex, but she wanted to. She was like begging for it. Hey, you gotta spread your legs and clamps on you like a fucking pretzel. Yeah, she's wanting it. But that was the whole point of it. I never I never got into that stuff and that. That's one of the things I was saying. Like I don't care about that. Like I'm traditional. Like I don't want a whore. I want a woman. That's why I fight against feminism so much because I don't fucking like it. I think it's terrible for women. You're not feeling love. You don't care about it anymore. You're so ran through that your body and your mind will not accept love anymore, and it's terrible. You're miserable. And all you want to do is survive. And I said, well, Not every man wants to have kids. So if you're at that point, like my ex, for instance, I told her, like, we probably won't have kids because I'm already too old as it is. I mean, I'm not too old to have kids and that, but like, I'm getting to that point where I'm just probably not gonna accept it. You know, if I do have a child now, I want to make sure I'm super highly successful in that and have enough money to be able to pass on something good. I might wait till I'm like in my late 40s before I do it. When I'm finished with all my stuff that I want to do and I have a comfortable lifestyle, you know. But like, I don't, I don't really want to. Like, I like that one child, yeah. But like, I don't know. I can't say I really care about it too much. But yeah, like, talk about that stuff and that. Like, it's like I just want to be happy with someone. That's what everybody wants. Just be happy with someone. I want you to like sneak over at my house and that. You can have the key to my back door or something like that, and you can sneak over and that and like if I'm sitting there at work and shit, and you're off work and that, and you're cool enough, you know, you want to come over and shit, and sneak into my house and that's tell my parents I want, you know, do some stuff and that, you know. And they go, okay, you know, like change my bed sheets or like some shit like that, and maybe like clean up my room a little bit and that, you know, like this little shit. And then you know, looking good and shit. And I come home from work and shit. You're in a bra and panties and that. I turn on my light and that. And I see your sexy ass and there's your big old booty all hanging out and shit. I'm like, that's what I like to come home to, you know. And then I can sex you up and give you what you want. That's like one of the little things in my head I always wanted that. I'm always thinking like, maybe she's gonna come over. That'd be nice. I would love that surprise. I mean, you know, just do that shit. Just dedicate all that stuff to one person, and you'll have way better life. It's like a man dedicating everything to that one person. You'll have way better life. And I say about the one girl I was fucking around with a little while ago, and that, you know, if she came over to my fucking damn house and that, you know, with bra and panties on and shit like that, or with no bra or whatever, because she had really small boobs and that, so like she didn't have to wear one honestly. But she had nice nipples. She had perky boobs and that. She had nice nipples and that. She had a big old ass on her night. She walk over here and like sit there like know when I'm gonna get home, like text me and that. It's like, hey, it's like, what are you doing now? It's like, oh, I'm about to get off work. Then she'll know that I'm coming home soon. And then surprise me. Like get really quiet in that, and like my lights are turned off and that, and like or if the light is on or something like that. Or like there's another light in my room that's dimmed and like, I don't remember that fucking light being there. I go over that and then I see her and that big huge fucking booty and that, and I'm gonna be like, damn. That would change my whole outlook. I look at her once, you'd be like, you're probably gonna get fucked because that is way too hot. I've been working all day long in that. I see that big fucking sexy fat round ass. Hell yeah. No, go take a nice long shower. Go take a little quick shower in that, clean off everything in that. Jump in the bed with that. You're gonna get eaten out real quick. Shit, panties are flying off. My tongue's going right up in that ass. Nah, I'm just Nicky Gucci. But that's just me though. I have to say it like this. Say it like this multiple times. That I may not want to be pleasured by women now, but I like pleasure in women. You know, I don't mind sitting there and not doing that because I know that though it's very scary to have kids, especially nowadays and that because the economy's all fucked up and shit for the most part. But it's possible to have them. That's why self-control men have the better times of learning different styles of pleasuring women. And if you're really good with your mouth and that, your tongue and that, I hone in on that 100% as a man. Women will agree with you and be like, yes. Learn how to eat out pussy really fucking good. It's not that hard, honestly. It's pretty fucking easy. You know, but make sure that bitch is fucking clean though. Like, make sure she has a shower done. That should like that's it smells good and that because like going down below that, it fucking smells like a fucking junkyard. Like she just farted and then decided to pull off her panties and you're all like, oh damn, that was like all straight up assholes. Like that's just disgusting. Yes, I did have that happen to me and that and it was just disgusting. I don't know what it is. Max thought I was a simp or something. She really thought that I was just like princess treating her and that I wasn't willing to do anything on my own. I'm like, no, I just don't drive because I don't like driving. I don't like spending money on shit. I'm very stingy with my money. I want to love you and that, but like, ain't that pussy out good? What she said, I'm like, okay. I did one good thing. I'm gonna take that experience. That's what it is. That's what it is. Guys with more experience attract more women. I'm gonna take that experience and now do the next girl on that. And now that I know how to do it pretty well on that, the next girl's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you're blowing me away in that." Yeah, girl, y'all blowing me away. You be sucking that dick now. Oh yeah, I'm a munch on that. I don't know. This is how it is. That's why more experience a man is, the better off a woman's gonna want to keep that man. The less experience a man is, women don't like to keep that shit because they don't know. I mean, yes, having two people not knowing something is, not bad, but all I'm saying is that you can have good experience and practice in that. That's why old widows and shit and these hags and that, they'll instantly just teach you everything about a woman. And then you'll take that stuff and they'll use it on a younger woman, and that younger woman's gonna be blown away because she'll have no idea what the fuck's going on besides she's getting pleasured a shit ton. And that's what it is. Every man should learn that shit. Every man should learn how to pleasure a woman, especially when you can get women in that. Now, obviously, I want to fucking put your tongue in everything. 'Cause that's fucking disgusting. Some bitches are fucking gross as fuck. Like my ex wasn't too bad, and then she got bad. And I'm just like, yep, that ends the relationship real fucking quick. I'm like, nope. Deuces. I'm getting the hell out of here. But yeah, I would say the next relationship, if I ever do get into one again, it's probably gonna be with someone fucking younger than me by far. Someone probably in her fucking early 20s, hands down. But someone I probably never had a lot of experience in that, and she'll just want to be with me just to be with me. She doesn't have all these standards and shit. Like I hate all these standards. Like you have to be like this at this age. And most guys don't get anything until they're in their 30s. Like we're not successful until we're in our fucking 30s. Like we don't have any money. You gotta work for all that shit. And sometimes guys don't start working until like they're in their fucking like low 20, like 23 to 25. And then they have to work for 5 to 6 to 10 years to even have any fucking money to be able to do anything. That's what it is. That's why guys in their fucking 40s now or late 30s and that they can accumulate like tens of thousands of dollars of savings and that, and have a house or have something wherever they're living at, or just be like me and live with your fucking parents forever. Fuck that shit. My parents forever. Well, that's what it is. It just takes time. I never did the money thing. I never had to. They just come over and suck my dick. I love saying it like that. It's so fun to just call them up. Oh, they'll call me and be like, "Can I come over?" I'm like, "Yeah, baby, you come over." And they say, and I shove it down their throat. No. It happened a couple of times, but the chicks were rather fucking hot. I can't lie about that. I remember the first girl, she was kind of like a goth emo girl. That she had fantastic tits on her. She had a nice body too. I was young though. I was like 19 or 20 now. But she had fantastic tits on her. I remember her boobs in my head. She had big round D cups and that, and she wanted me to fuck the shit out of her and that. And I tried to that, but my morals kicked in. I said, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm out. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get going now. You guys have a good